Yeah. We're back again. Unbox Live once again.
Episode
Nana,
8.
this is my brother Sean Nana.
That's right. We're back and we're streaming for the second time today because you know what? We got the homie Mike who's coming through, wants to pop his pack with us, and it's his first Top Shot pack.
Yes. So shout out to Mike B. He is not only our good friend, but he is the other half of the group that I'm in called MIKNNA. Amazing musician, artist, and he also owns another company called My All-Time Classics, and they collect and sell a bunch of basketball cards, Pokemon cards, a bunch of nostalgic collectibles. He's been killing it on eBay and all of that stuff. He's been
slabs.
Yep. So follow them at My All-Time Classics. And we just want to welcome Mike B to the stage.
Hey.
There he is.
Oh, let's go. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, bro?
Good. You ready to pop this pack?
That was a great intro, by the way. Thank you. Awesome.
Thanks, man. We're getting a little better each time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Mike, if you can introduce what you're doing with My All-Time Classics, just give us a brief rundown of what you got going on over there.
Yeah. So My All-Time Classics. I mean, hey, kudos to Ken too, because he's very responsible for our logo. He designed our logo, and we started maybe about back in November of last year. It just literally started with me trying to sell a bunch of cards that I had, which ranged from Pokemon to like basketball Kobe cards and stuff. And it dived me into researching the market in terms of that space of like physical, tangible, collectible items. And so I've been studying that market for about 2 years, let's say, roughly a year and a half, roughly myself, but seen it as a very lucrative market and jumped on it very early with the help of a couple of guys, Ben and Classic, who also are the company. But Ken helped me kind of like before any of that. Ken kind of helped me jump start it off with just a little logo and said, "Hey, buddy, go." And so
love it.
It's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, man. It's been exciting to just watch it grow from the beginning. And initially it just started with, I know you just started copying like old Kobe cards and random things just as a collector, just because it wasn't as hot, as it is now. And just for the nostalgia, you were just kind of picking up little Kobe's here and there. What was like the cheapest price Kobe that you picked up?
Oh, that's a great question. Cheapest price Kobe, like I would say, if it was ungraded, I bought like ungraded Kobe's at like $7, $6 a card. And then before the hype of like PSA and all this like grading and all this started going on, I bought like a slab for like, which is like a graded card, which, I mean, it's not the same thing as minting, right, Sean? It's not the same.
It's like authenticated, right?
Right.
It's real, it's legit, it's been checked.
Yeah, exactly. So I bought one for like $75, and like I'm kind of mad at some of the sales that I made early on, but but it's been pretty cool. Like with LaMelo and this whole surge, especially with Top. I've been noticing with Top Shot, with learning from you guys' platform. Really, like I literally just learn everything from what you guys feed. So, you guys could tell me, that tomorrow LaMelo cards are gonna go crazy, and I'll dump everything I have into it because
it's not financial advice at all.
No, not at all.
You're losing money right now.
Yeah. I've definitely made some pretty shitty purchases just based on how volatile this market is, and you just never know when things are gonna pump and when things are gonna dip, but you just gotta have the hunch and do a little research. And they have a lot of great tools nowadays, like the evaluate.market and moment ranks and all that you can really get an understanding of the trends and see the waves of you know, how things are selling. So it's a slippery slope, man, when it comes to, you know, trying to invest. So I try and look at it more as a collector instead of investor right now, and, you know, just have faith in the platform that it's just going to keep growing, and eventually all those bad purchases I made will turn into good purchases.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. So like with the collecting side, and then the business side, because you can invest to make money, and you could flip for short flips, quick flips, or you could hold stuff for the long term, just like, you know, with Top Shot in the physical market. But like for me, there's just like things that I hold dear to me are like Jordan, you know, Kobe's, and just like one-off, like Stephon Marbury card. I have like a collection of Stephon Marbury's.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've been waiting to get minted or graded.
Yeah.
People's choice right there.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You know. But yeah, I'm super excited to pop open my first.
Excited for you too, man.
Yeah. So this is your very first pack, right? Finally were able to get in, and this was a good time to get in as well. It was only a $9 pack, and get to just, you know, see what we got.
Yeah, let's look. So I just go here and just share my pack, right?
So
we can do that right now. You ready?
Yeah. You ready?
All right.
All right.
So go ahead and click that little open button down there.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this is so cool.
I'll let you experience it.
This is cool. Wow. Wow. Okay.
So real quick, if you want to mute it, just in case if it's too loud and you can't hear us, there's that little volume button on the top left, the little speaker icon.
Okay.
Or you can keep the music. It's up to you if you want to see it with the music.
We'll do it without the music. Let's go.
Okay. So
you did 3, 2, 1 last, right?
I did 3, 2, 1 on mine, and that seemed to be pretty good. But you know, it's up to you, man.
Let's double it. Let's do it again. I feel like that's a good little run you did. So let's keep that juju going.
All right, let's get it.
Man, good luck.
First moment.
All right, ready? Hey, by the way, what's the chase here? Is it the LaMelo rookie?
Yes. So I mean, there's a few of triple badge rookies, which are the very first moments and their first games, or usually their first points. Oh shit! Oh damn! Devontae Graham. Oh, that was a little fucking tease right there.
Dude,
that's all right.
I did that by accident, but
yeah.
It looks like a fucked up serial number, though.
Yeah. So there's your serial number. It's a little high. It's all right.
Yep.
It's okay.
That's all right. Man, that little Charlotte Hornets just gets you every time, man.
I know. That shit. Okay.
All right.
By the way, sorry for cussing. I apologize. I apologize. All right. So let's go we'll just go with it. Ready?
Yeah.
You going middle? Let's do it. Let's do it. OKC. SGA. Yeah.
SGA.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
SGA's dope, man. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Yeah, I do like SGA. Look pretty low, 10,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's less than halfway of the serial number. What's dope is he scored 31 points in that game. That's pretty cool against the Brooklyn Nets, which we smashed last night in the Lakers game.
Yeah.
So that's a cool moment.
Okay. So this is it right here, right, boys? All right.
Yeah. Hit the music.
Let's stop for this. All right, let's go. Hey.
Oh shit, Brooklyn. Oh, Landry Shaw. Oh.
Okay. It's okay.
All right. You know, it's a pre-order $9 pack. Can't usually expect much, but
no, that's good. That's exciting.
So click that little view my progress down at the bottom, that blue button.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So your SGA is kind of your notable pull.
Cool.
So
okay. I'm cool with that SGA. That's a beautiful. I like that pull.
I literally just told Sean I just bought that 10 minutes ago. That same moment.
No.
Yeah.
The same one.
Same exact moment. Yeah, I'm just trying to grab like cheaper moments of players that I like that I can just hold and keep in my collection.
Got it. But then here, like here, it says out of 309 sets, huh?
Yeah. So out of the commons of Series 2, there's 309 commons right now of Series 2.
No, that base set.
That base set.
The base set. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay. This is cool though. I love how it's all inclusively all in one site rather than having to fish from the PSA site. Like for cards, you have to check the pop count on like the PSA register site, and then you have to put a Beckett and then find how many pops there are in Beckett. So that way you get to see like, okay, what's the rarity of this actual physical card, you know?
Yeah.
But there's just all in one little platform, which is great. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then one way that you can kind of evaluate, you know, what your collection looks like, click on moments right there.
Yeah.
So that's, oh shit. So it's a little bit, there's something going on right now where the moments are taking a little bit of time to show up in your account. So it might take like 15 minutes to a couple hours. Depends.
Gotcha. Hey, but that's cool though. This is my first pack. That was like my palms are sweaty, dude.
I know, dude. That Hornets logo at the beginning just got me. So that was it.
I know.
But yeah, right now you can actually go to the marketplace up at the top.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of just see what's out there in the marketplace and, you know, where things are sitting as far as the value and whatnot.
That's cool.
I know that SGA right now is still going for $6 because I ended up buying it for $5. I saw someone just posted for $5 and I just sniped it, but the floor right now is $6, but it's because there's so many of them right now.
Yeah.
So there are some little like cheaper like that John Morant for $11. Like if you want a jaw in your collection, $11 is not a bad. And this is a sick layup.
Sick layup. How do I buy that?
Amy just pulled one of those.
Don't buy it yet, dude. I would recommend just like keep playing with it, keep learning, look at the other jaws, see the comparison.
Yeah.
But if you did want to buy it, you can hit select and buy right there.
Oh, and then
it shows you what's available in the market. So the different prices.
Well, serial number. Right now it's sorted by serial number. So as you know, serial.
So if I go lowest ask, it's probably from the lowest bottom up, right?
Yep. And then the lowest serial number would be at the top for that lowest ask.
Got it. Okay.
So
what does this mean there?
That's the serial number.
Oh, that's the serial number.
Yeah. Got it. So if there's like a specific serial number you're looking for or something that's lower, you can scroll down and just keep scrolling until you find like a decent deal that you're looking for. But
well, question. So serial numbers, the lower the number, the better. Obviously it is. But then another question, like let's say, for instance, we have like a Tyler Hero rookie card, right? Mm-hmm. And it's an 8 out of 88.
Yeah.
Right? Like the serial number. Does that mean in this space, would that mean that it would go for more because of the
888?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yep. So there's definitely trends happening as far as like what people look for in serial numbers. Like, you know, the obvious like serial number 1 would be great. The jersey number. So if you get land a serial number with their jersey number, that's super valuable. 69 and 420 are always good. You know, they always have their little thing. But sometimes, you know, people like to find certain specific ones like 88 or, you know, 888 or, you know.
Well, even there's like that new Trae Young that just hit that Ken pulled or
Amy.
It was Amy who pulled it.
Amy pulled.
But like, you know, it being a Kobe tribute because he throws up the 2-4, like I'm sure people with a serial number like 824 or 2424 would probably have something, you know, significant where like someone could say like, oh, I attribute, you know, some extra value to the significance of that serial number. Because yeah, a lot of numerologists out here, there's something called the perfect score where
which is what?
Perfect score would be like, let's say there is 4,000 that are available, so out of 4,000, and then you get 4,000 out of 4,000.
The last serial number.
Oh, the last serial. Oh, wow.
In here, the equivalent of, you know how in physical cards, like the serial numbers, it kind of goes in the order of like the first one that was ever printed is serial number 1. Say it's out of 250. So you do the first one and it's printed, boom, serial number 1 out of 250. Second one, they do the same thing. And then on Top Shot, it's essentially the first one that gets minted on the blockchain is it's considered the mint number. So it would be the equivalent to printing it, but it's essentially when it gets recorded onto the blockchain, that is the mint number. And so all of these serial numbers are essentially the whole set. The addition size is how many are minted on the blockchain, and then the serial number you get in the order of which one. And usually the first mint is most likely the most valuable out of that entire edition.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Got it. That makes sense. That's pretty interesting. That makes it very interesting to like see which ones you want to pull and buy. And you're trying to get it in early, huh? That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. I think, you know, we did hit a big rise of users in February. You know, that's kind of like when I joined, and all the prices were really high, and then we took a huge dip and prices dropped back down again. So, you know, just like basketball cards, like when there's something happening and there's something to talk about, that's when you can start to see things move around a little bit. So maybe during playoffs, as soon as playoffs happen, there's going to be a lot more attention in the NBA. So you might start to see different things rise. I mean, if you look last season, Tyler Hero, you know, his shine only started to happen when the playoffs hit. Nobody gave a shit about him in the regular season. So those are the things that you look for, you know.
People did, but
no one gave a shit about Tyler Hero until the playoffs, dude. He was
and then Jack,
I like Tyler Hero, even through the summer.
One of the few.
Jack, what's his name? Jack, the rapper.
Oh yeah, Jack Harlow. He made a song called Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero.
You know, all those things come into play, and like we were talking about it, Mike, before. We're like, dude, that when the new Space Jam comes out, like, what's gonna happen? Like, who are the players that are gonna be in it? You know, and so far it's confirmed. Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis are in Space Jam. Yeah, so it should be interesting just to see, you know, what people are talking about, and when the trends happen, to see how it reflects on basketball cards or moments, you know.
Got it. So it's very similar to, like, I guess I would say the physical card market, because it has there's two markets. It's where the attention goes, right? So like there's the modern market, which is today, and the thing about modern is that there's a lot being printed, physical cards being printed at the moment, right? They don't tell you exactly how many is being printed, but if there's a serial number on the card, then obviously it's a rookie card by LaMelo, then it's more sought after. But when it comes down to like being ahead of the trend, like Space Jam, for example, is something that like we bought just to kind of wrap our heads around it. Like maybe November, I bought 6 packs, Space Jam packs, just regular single packs from Upper Deck. And it was like 96, I think it was a year that they printed those. And at the time, I bought them for $6 or $7 per pack. And those packs now are going for minimum $50 per pack.
Wow.
So, which is interesting because now, and that's prior to this surge of Space Jam being resurgence
before the
of,
trailers and stuff started to hit, and they announced
Yep.
LeBron and all that.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and then the hobby boxes alone, I think the hobby boxes were about 300 at the time, and then right now, currently, hobby boxes they're $3,000 per box.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I would have caught some of those hobby boxes.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you, but it's where the attention is spanning.
Exactly.
So there's the modern market, and then there's the old market, the retro nostalgia future.
Yeah.
market.
Yeah, man. I think that's cool, man. It's good to just stay in the know and just understand it. But yeah, man, you can never really predict anything, but you know.
Yeah. And this isn't by any means any financial advice. This is just literally from R&D.
Yeah. I think we're all in tune with kind of the rarity factor. You know, if something is going to be rare, then that's going to be valuable. You know, and also just what's cool about collectors cards, or in this case like Top Shot moments, it just real life NBA games have a significant impact on the value of all of it. So it becomes like this huge X factor. So like, you know, all of a sudden Miles Bridges put on that nasty contender. And I know, like, immediately Ken was looking at some Series 1 Miles Bridges.
Yeah. His first moment was only going for like $80. I was like, hold on, that might be a good one, because you know, Charlotte is definitely gonna go and get in the playoffs, you know, and I feel like he's definitely up there with LaMelo as far as like who's exciting to watch on the Charlotte Hornets. But so, you know, as soon as that dunk came, I actually noticed people started picking up Miles Bridges on Top Shot.
Yeah, dude, I told
with Anthony Edwards too. You know, like
Anthony Edwards. By the way, Ken. By the way, that card, I think it was a PSA card that I think that I handed you. But then the card number is 222 on that card. I think.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know what the price is on that, but I remember when I handed it off to you, it was at like $120 or something like that. But I think because of the number, and because of Top Shot too, because of Top Shot as well, because the numbers didn't really matter as much in the physical card space. But when Top Shot came out and serial numbers and these numbers started like correlating, people started caring about that now into the card space too. So like, I noticed that numbers, especially with physical cards, like if it's like a Kobe card and it has like 8 out of 88, right? Example, people will pay a lot more. For that card, you know? Which is interesting. But dude, this is exciting. This is pretty cool. I'm like my head's like, I don't know which way to go about which. I'm about to pop some moments though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, just keep an eye on moments. You know, I sometimes get trigger happy, but you just gotta like watch the market, just see where things are going, and see as things go down. You know, maybe like the moment you start to see things go up, then that might be a time to, you know, pick up. But who knows? I mean, it's just fun to just watch and just get an understanding of the market.
The easiest way to learn is just to, now that you have your moments and you have 3 of them, now you can kind of pay attention to those. And, you know, maybe you can flip a couple of those and offset the $9 that you paid for the pack, so that you're already, you know, all cash positive.
That's great. But I think even for me though, like with this Top Shot style, like I like the approach that you said, collecting like this whole experience, popping packs with friends. like this is cool. Like you know, it's a different thing. It's a really hard to explain to somebody else that's not into it as much, but like for people that grew up in packs with physical packs, and, you know, with brothers especially, like me and Daniel used to fight all the time, like you know, like oh, let me get that pack, let me get that pack, and it's cool to just bring that to life here, you know.
Yeah, it does bring that nostalgia, you know, of opening packs with people. So it's great that you got to experience it today and the first time, and hopefully that's not the last time, and you keep an eye on the next ones. We'll definitely keep you posted when they're gonna drop. Like sometimes they do what they call stress tests, and where they won't really announce that there's a pack drop, but they're just kind of testing their systems, and they do surprise kind of drops that are usually like $9 drops as well. So we'll keep you in the know, man.
Please do, because you guys are my only source.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike, there are so many other like really great sources that we learn from as well. But Ken and I have been like doing most of our activity on Unbox Live Twitter. So
okay. Hey, that's a plug right there. You know, like, and is that where mainly all the updates and stuff happen for you guys? Like,
honestly, within the NFT space, period, that has probably been the place where the most conversation is happening.
And Twitter is the spot.
But Twitter seems to be the place to kind of stay informed and also just see and be exposed to some really great people within the community.
How has that been for you guys though? Like, because here's the thing, I started watching you guys from like, I think the very first one. I've been a little late, but I've been watching you guys grow, and I've seen viewership go from like, you know, from like 20 to like 500. You know, so I know that there's a need in this space for not only the knowledge, you know, about this space, but like also being right on the pulse with stuff, you know, like that's something that I appreciate. I follow a couple guys on YouTube just for physical cards, you know? So like, how's that been for you guys?
That's the idea. I mean, it's been pretty good as far as like one, like Sean and I just wanted to have a place where we could just chop it up and we're like, you know what, why don't we just go live and put it on YouTube, you know, and have the channel and just see, you know, if other people are interested. And the more that we're doing it, the more we're seeing, you know, more progress. But it's all about consistency and just having fun doing it. It's not, we're not really stressed out about like just trying to blow up and make the biggest YouTube channel or whatever, but it is cool to see that there are like people that we don't know that tune in and, you know, will ask questions and comment or follow us on Twitter and all that stuff or subscribe. So, you know, it's a slow grind, but we are just doing it for fun, so there's no pressure.
Yeah,
that's good.
I feel like as soon as it starts to feel like a grind, like we gotta rethink this. The fact that we're excited to be like, yo, you want to jump on? I want to see you pop this. And just able, you know, and that's the thing of like what I'm learning about content creation, live stream production is, and similar to how, you know, what we've learned about setting up the studio. You got to be able to just let all the technical stuff go away so that you can just jump in and create when inspiration hits. And
because that's so important, dude.
Exactly. And just being able to learn, you know, how to use StreamYard and stream it out to YouTube and Twitch and be able, like, what's the proper metadata that, you know, you can tag this. We're learning all of that stuff. It really, truly is the art of doing. And us three together, just with MIKNNA, like we know that all too well in terms of just like, hey, we just got to figure it out. But setting ourselves up from a production side to make it so that we can just jump in front of the camera and hit go.
Yeah, without having to worry about, you know, all the technical. This is cool. Like I never knew that you could do this. Like, you know, until I jumped in it with you guys. So this is cool that it took NBA Top Shot for me to like even be, because for me I was like, oh, I don't know, it's the technical side. You know me, Ken. Like I'm like, hey, but
well,
like,
even with like the Twitch streams, it's like I was like, you know how I do the Twitch streams at the studio. It's a whole different program, which is way more complicated, and it required so much setup and, you know, third-party stuff. But this is really dope because it's web-based, and you don't have to like have Zoom open as well as a OBS streaming platform and figure out how to connect the two and create different, like, this is just for what we're doing, to have conversations, to be able to share the screen, the pop packs and all that. It's so easy. So, you know, we can plan with it, and
and you know the branding has to be like,
the branding is
some of the stuff. That's some of the stuff that just, you know, it's fun when we're able to put it together for ourselves. You know.
Yeah. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. Letting me pop this pack, like, because I could have popped this pack by myself, you know, which is great too, but like having you guys aside, you know, while I pop the packs, it just
that's what it's about, man. I'll never pop a pack by myself. I'll never do that.
He says that now, just like he says, "No, I'm Team Hold."
I'll never pop pack by myself. It's no fun, man. It's like, what's the point if you're just by yourself? You have no one to like share that excitement with.
I think I don't know. I think my first pack I popped by myself, and then I was like trying to share it with people.
Yeah.
And no one was like, "Oh, what is this?" And I was like,
it's not the same.
Pack. I had to like go on Instagram Live and just literally put my phone up to the screen and just like, this is what it's like. And then that's a lot of like really good, like a lot of people started just hitting me up in the DMs and began to really engage with it. And I think the community, as everyone is trying to figure this stuff out, that's one thing that's dope, and it's parallel. I don't see it taken away from like the physical collector community. This is just another way for people to collect these moments that has a lot of growth opportunity. So kind of nice to know about that. And, you know, I would love to invite you and the rest of the My All Time Classics team to come back on so that we can like, really showcase both sides and maybe, you know, draw some parallels and differences between the physical collection community and resources and themes and strategies, as well as kind of draw some parallels and differences with the Top Shot community. Because there's so many really cool things that are going on, and like I could see you and your whole team like really enjoying this ride as well, you know?
I know Ben and Drew would love, because they love to pop packs together. Like mainly, like if I'm not around, like they'll pop packs together on their own, like just FaceTime with each other and they'll pop packs, you know, like and so I think it's a beautiful synergy that's happening with not just. I don't think it takes away from the physical side of it at all, because I think that side will always stay because people love tangible items, you know, at the end of the day. But also on top of that, like people love to pop packs, like these moments. They're like 3-dimensional moments, like they're real, you know, like they're highlights. They're real moments that you get to like. You're like, oh, this is a slept-on moment. Like, you know, I know Ken. All he looks at is slept-on moments. I know this is a slept-on moment.
Yeah.
So I feel that this space, along with I would love to come back again.
Yeah.
On with the guys and do it up, because I think that could be cool, because there hasn't been like a channel that offers like not advice, because it's not financial advice. Once again, it's more about like what's going on, but that correlates both worlds, you know, and kind of explains, okay, you know, this is why this is happening in this space. Like, this is why this is happening in this space, you know?
Yeah.
Look forward to continuing the discussion, man. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. For sure. I'm gonna look into these moments, Ken. You gotta coach me a little bit though, because I'm about to trigger happy this.
Nah, yeah. Just just look around, man. Have some fun with it, and keep an eye on the moments that you already have and where their value sits, and see if the price kind of fluctuates, and figure out when you feel is the right time to flip one of yours. Sometimes it's good to just flip one just so you can buy a different one of a player you actually like. You know what I mean? So maybe you could flip those two other ones that you don't like and then get a jaw. Who knows? I don't know. But it's you can have fun with it in that way too, not just to make money, but also to just find other ways to get other players you like without having to spend your own money, and add more funds to it. So
that's the fun part.
Right now, Mike, like a lot of these pre-order packs are being open, so you're starting to see some of the moments that are within these packs. The price starts to drop a little bit as more and more becomes in circulation. Therefore, you may be able to sell one of yours if you want, and then wait until some of the others drop to just come up on some of the moments that you actually like. But right now, there's no right or wrong answers. There's probably some more effective and less effective strategies. But I think now you got some skin in the game and you can just start playing around.
Yeah, dude, this is exciting.
But for sure, those 3 moments is more than the $9 you paid for that pack. So that's already
exactly.
Nice, so.
That's so dope. That you mentioned that, because you're right. It's worth way more than that. And now
unlike the physicals, you don't have to go get them graded and then upload the photos to eBay and put a description and go through all that. You could just click a few buttons and it's already up for sale. So that's kind of the dangerous part of it as well, but it should be fun. All right, man. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, man. I'm looking forward to the next one. We'll all just kind of get together and chop it up. We'll keep this going, man. I appreciate that. I'm so happy you finally got into it.
Yeah, thanks for like slowly wheeling me into it, man. I feel like little baby Yoda, like a Grogu.
Yeah. Got it. All right, guys. Well, again, if you guys are watching, make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Give it up for Mike B from My All Time Classics and MIKNNA, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Peace out, y'all.